Hi, I'm Rayleigh Saxton, Balanced Body Master Instructor, and today I'm going to go through a little movement sequence using the foam arc that will progress from some all fours work into some plank work and some lunging. So as we get set up here, I'm going to have us come forward and we're going to be putting our knees across the lip of the arc. Now when you get onto your knees, I like to go just below the kneecap into that more spongy area right there where the tendon is. So you're going to put that spot right on the lip of the arc, and then you'll bring your other knee up and your hands onto the sides. For the hands, there's a couple different options here. You could bring your hands to the side of the arc and grip, or if some people feel more comfortable, you could bring your hands forward, possibly utilizing a sticky pad. Myself, I like to grip the sides of the arc here to get started. Now just to prep the shoulders for the work we're going to do, let's start with some sternum drops. So we'll be bringing our shoulder blades together as your breastbone falls down towards the floor, and then push away. You're working to try to get some nice gliding action of those shoulder blades coming together and pushing apart, being mindful that they're not overly pushing through their rib cage, but just getting a nice neutral spine and warming up the shoulder girdle. After a few of those, let's go ahead and pause right here in the middle, finding that nice long spine, long head and neck. Now we're going to take one leg back behind us, and so that's gonna be our first challenge. Reach a leg back right there. Now if you notice, I have my opposite toe down on the floor. That adds an element of support. As soon as I take that foot away, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge. So I'm gonna start with it down, and we're going to take that and switch to side number 2. Reaching that leg behind you, and bring it on in. If things are going well, go ahead and try lifting that toe off the floor as you go into that reach back of the leg. That just adds a little bit more instability into the exercise. I'm going to do 2 more here, and then 2. Now let's go ahead and put the toes back on the floor again. Adding into that challenge is a bigger one where you do the opposite arm and leg reaching. So first just test the water. How does it feel to reach one arm? It's gonna feel a little tippy on the arc, so be kind of mindful with that. That again adds that other element of instability. Now we can go ahead and see how we do. Take one arm and the opposite leg out. Find that nice progression. You'll notice maybe taking your foot off the floor seems a little bit hard to do at the moment. Reach your other arm and leg out. And let's just give it a try. First set it up, reach your first side out and in. Set it there, see if you can find that balance. Everybody's coming to the party to work, and then bring that down, and we'll switch. Take your other arm and leg out. Oh, this side's harder for me. Good, we'll bring it on in. All right, from there, let's go ahead and walk out into a plank. So taking your legs back behind you, find your nice long plank. Now this can be a little bit of work. We've been on our wrists for a little bit of a while. So let's press back and go into a pike. Just to take some stress off, take a little stretch. Now lift your heels up, roll yourself back through again, and unfold into that plank. Pressing back, drop the heels, and unfold. We're going to be adding on here. As we do our next unfold, we're going to take one leg and strike it forward to the side of the arc. So go ahead and press yourself back. Now I'm going to choose my front leg, take it forward and strike it there, and now I'm gonna lunge. From this position, take one hand and place it on your knee. Take your other hand and place it on your knee. Get a little wrist break. Maybe reach those arms out in front of you and find a balance. Coming back down, place your hands on. Staying long, strike right back into that plank. Send your hips up and find that stretch. As we come forward, take your second leg up and find that nice lunge. From that lunge right there, take one hand up, take the other hand up, reach the arms out. All right, adding on. Go ahead and stay in the plank. From the plank, if you have the hip mobility, see if you can bring that foot up and forward. For some, that takes a little bit of training into some more flexibility. Some people, they've got it right there out the gate. We'll walk the hands on up again. Reach the arms out. Come back down, strike back into your plank. Other foot comes forward right from there and reach it on up. Bring it on down and take that back. Hold it right there. Now we're going to add some movement. Taking one foot forward, bring it up. Could you just press up without going to the knees? Then start to straighten that leg and bend. And straighten and bend, working pelvic stability, hip mobility, leg mobility. And bring it on down. Switch. Other foot will come forward. We rise up, maybe going past the knees, and press back and front, and back and front. Thinking about those hips staying square, shoulders staying square, come down and back. Now from here, we're going to take a stretch. Drop your knees behind the lip, down onto the floor, and reach yourself back into a nice child's pose. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the back, and then bring yourself on up. Go ahead and give your wrists a little shake. And I hope you enjoyed that nice flow and sequence for a little all fours to plank to lunge. Thank you.